Is the law of attraction real? Can you manifest things from your mind into reality? Well, stay tuned because you're going to find out in this video.
Hello, this is Success. How may I help you?
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, I was trying to manifest my breakfast. No, but seriously, hey, my name is Jordan Harris, aka Devonte Styles, and today we're going to talk about, is the law of attraction real? If so, how does it work? Some of the common misconceptions of the law of attraction and how you can apply it. So, first off, we're going to talk about, is the law of attraction real? I believe it is real 100,000%. I believe that it works. Um, in my own life, I've used this to get multiple people that I've watched on YouTube onto my podcast. I've filmed videos with them, and I know what you're thinking, like, oh, you talk to like a couple YouTubers. I'm not talking about like small YouTube channels that have like 10,000 subscribers. I'm talking about people that have 6 million subscribers, 4 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers. I've gotten free events that have cost $400 to $100. I've gotten 2 free events from this. I've managed to film with people. I've gotten a lot of stuff from the law of attraction, and I've put myself into this place. And before I go on, I want to talk about some of the common misconceptions of it so that you guys understand and identify. Like me in the beginning doing this, it was a joke. That's not how this works, but a lot of people believe that the way this works is, first off, that you just sit and you think about something and you don't do anything else. I just sit here and I go, I really want a car. I really want a car. I really want a car. Okay. I really want a Lamborghini. Like that. No, that's a bunch of BS. That's not how this works. That's the common misconception, is that you sit around and you just think about something, and then you do nothing and you continue to think about it and you get it. So the way that the law of attraction works, and the way that the law of attraction works is, I get an idea in my head, right? I want to have a successful podcast and interview people dominating in their industry, okay? Something like that. Or I want to meet Gary Vee. Or I want to meet XYZ. I want to do XYZ. I want XYZ. And the way this works is, you identify what it is that you want, right? You can write this down. You think about it. You make this concrete. Then, because you're thinking about this idea so much, it's the thing that's going on in your mind so much, you kind of become obsessed with it, right? It's kind of like the spotlight effect, if you've ever heard of it. It's once you see something, you see it more. For example, my aunt has a green Kia. I've never noticed them. Now, every time I go out, I notice a green Kia. You might notice this if you've gotten like a new car or a new TV or something new and has come into your life. You'll notice, hey, I never used to see those. Now I see those things all the time. So what happens is, you think of something and you start to obsess over it. You start to see it more. You start to see opportunities more. You start to realize all of the different things in your life that can help you get this thing, because you identified it and you're focused on that subject. Because you're focused on that subject and you're thinking about it all the time, the way to get this to work is, because you're obsessed about it or because you're thinking about it all the time, you start taking action on things. So say I have a podcast, right? I want to get somebody on my podcast. For example, Aaron Marino, who is coming on my podcast soon. I think I want to get him on my podcast. I want to get him on my podcast. I want to get him on my podcast. Then my mind starts to see and notice, Aaron just posted this video, or Aaron just did this, or Aaron just did this, and he's asking for help in these areas. So it starts to think, okay, what can I do to help him so that I can get him on my podcast? Or I notice that he posts a lot on Instagram, a lot on YouTube, and not so much here. So not so many people are reaching out to him via email or via DM or via this. So my mind sees that, sees the opportunity, and it starts to act on that. Because I act on that, and I act on that consistently, which will bring you into the compound effect, which if you want to see my video on that, I'll put it right here. Because I start to see and become aware of these opportunities, it attracts it into my life. And that's the idea of the law of attraction, right? So it's a thought. The thought makes you more aware of it. It creates a spotlight around it. And because you're so consumed with it, you see all the opportunities that are available in order to make that happen. And then you act on that opportunity. And that's when the law of attraction comes in. You thought of it. Because you thought of it, you manifested it. Because you manifested it, you take action. And because you take so much action and don't stop, because you continuously take action, you attract that into your life. Because the thing you have to understand is, if you don't think of something, then it's probably, if you're not thinking of something, then it's not going to come to you, right? Everything starts with a thought. It starts with a thought of what you should do or what kind of action you should take, and then you attract that into your life. So how can you apply the law of attraction today? So I'm really bad at writing things down, but this is probably the best way to do it, is to write this thing down and just think about this thing continuously. I'm not saying just like think, if you want a Lamborghini, just to think a Lamborghini. I mean, that's a way bigger thing, and I'm not saying this stuff is going to come to you immediately, but think and identify what it is that you want. When you start to think and identify what it is that you want, you will start to realize and see more opportunities of this thing around you. You'll start to see, the way I think about it, right, is it's like luck, right? You'll have 5% luck, but as soon as you start thinking about that thing and start acting on it, you become more aware of the situation, what it is around you that can help provide you or bring that thing into your life. So start thinking about that thing. When you start thinking about it, you'll start thinking of ways that you can bring that thing into your life. And then when you start thinking of ways that you can bring that thing into your life, on the side, you're going to be taking action that can help, so when that opportunity comes into your life, that you're able to execute on it. Like I've said, ways this has worked for me is, I wanted to go to an event called Menfluential. I had somebody on my podcast, and I'd already gotten a free ticket a couple months before for another event that I wanted to go to for the last 2 or 3 years. I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could get this event for free? So I thought about it for a while. Then when I brought on somebody who ran the event, Antonio, which I'm very appreciative of, I thought, hey, what if I asked? And I just told him, hey, I really like your event, but I can't afford it. What? And then see what he says. And what did he say? He said, hey, this is our last event. Why don't you come here for free? Here's a free ticket. If you can figure out a way to get out here through paying for the trip, your trip up here and your hotel, you're more than welcome to come. Same thing, Aaron. I wanted to get Aaron on the podcast. Couldn't think of how to do it. I was trying for a while. I went to the event, and I talked to Aaron, and I was like, hey, I have a podcast. I've had blank and blank on my podcast, which is The Power of Association, which I'm going to talk about in that video right there. But I would love to have you come on. This is all through manifesting, right? Literally, a year and a half ago, I was at home. I knew absolutely no one. I started DMing people through Instagram, and I'm here today, and I'm interviewing literally multi-millionaires, millionaires, people that are dominating and influencing the world in their industries. So the law of attraction is real. It's not something that you sit on your couch and just ask for. It's something that you might be sitting on your couch when you get that thought, but you're doing other things, because it all starts with a thought, and that thought leads to an action, and those actions lead to attraction. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can check out my Instagram down below, as well as you can click the link to my podcast where I'm interviewing other successful people dominating in their industries, talking about all different kinds of stuff, their life story, how to improve in that industry, the mistakes that you shouldn't make, 3 tips for success. And yeah, stay tuned for more content. I'm posting more content weekly. And until next time, make sure you subscribe. Click that subscribe button too. But until next time,